Lisa here, True Teller, True Seeker, True Finder. I just said pull a couple true crimes. So they want me to start with this one. Normally I do oracle, but they said do this one. So I'm doing this one. Okay. Wow. Mountains. Mountains to me means like someone is moving mountains. Someone is literally moving mountains to do something. They're doing something. It's something that they're doing. That they're trying to They're moving mountains. Doing what? What's the mountains about? Love in the reverse. Moving mountains. Love in the reverse. And I'm drawn to this card over here, third party. Toxic ties. Family feuds. So I'm drawn to this here. What's love? Basically, they're moving mountains to take a person, someone that they don't love, out of their way. A third party. Someone, a toxic tie. Someone that's toxic in their life. Family feuds. They're trying to remove all these things in their life. Let's see. Mind control. They're trying to get rid of the manipulation. It says dating. You got dating in the upright. They want to come back to a past situation, but they want to start fresh. They want to start like dating. They want to get it together. Yeah. They want to they want to start new. They want to start like a new lease on life. You know what I'm saying? I see betrayal in the reverse. Hidden. He's hiding these feelings. He's hiding something from, well, he was. He was hiding these feelings, how he felt and stuff like that. He or she was. Take it where it lies. He or she was hiding these feelings. Now they're not. Now they're like, I'm not being controlled. I'm not being manipulated. I want to go through. I want to continue. Missing. Something's missing out of their life. I believe this past person that they were involved in, the relationship that they left is missing, or something is missing. There's a letter there. It feels like something, it's a letter. Something's missing. doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a person. It feels like something that you wrote or something that you did is missing now, and you're trying to like find it. It's a situation that has gotten revealed. What was hidden is revealed, and you wrote a letter or you did something that now has gone public, like it's being publicized. Greed, it's in the reverse. You're no longer seeking and running towards materialistic things. Money can be one. Okay. Accident came out. Accident and child in the reverse. I'm looking at betrayal, and I'm like, it's like, then the child in the reverse. So you could have had an accident. For some people, you could have had an accident. But for others, I believe that this accident was a child. And the child in the reverse, confirmation burp, sorry, feels like, for some, it could be you no longer want to be immature. You want to be upfront. You want to be mature. You want to, grow up and act like a proper mannerable person, a person that has morals. Or it could be that you thought that you committed an accident by getting this person pregnant, but now I keep on looking at the betrayal card, but it seems like I'll pick that deck up in a minute. It can also be that you thought a child was yours and it turned out to be not. Put it where it goes. But I feel like, yeah, you want to move away from this situation. You want to go back to the person that made you happy. Because you're trying to move mountains to get something regulated. Get something going. Get something... yeah. Going to... Don't mind me. I was just pulled to do this, and I don't know why. You see my hair where I just took a shower, and I was like, I was in the kitchen, cleaning the kitchen. I was cleaning the kitchen, putting food away and stuff like that. For some reason, something told me, get it going. So, missing evidence, because we got insurance, life insurance in the reverse, and we got burial in the upright. Either you thought you buried something, thought you hid evidence, or you hid something away, but it's coming out. You thought it was hidden, and now it's like, you had an accident. This is, don't make this fit. This is for some people. You had an accident, and you thought it was like insurance. Maybe you did like an insurance fraud or something like that, but it didn't pan out. You thought you buried the evidence. You buried what needed to be buried at the moment. You hid evidence away, and it did not pan out as what you thought. Trapped is in the reverse. Trapped. You feel trapped with someone. I feel like you had a car accident and you was trying to do insurance fraud or something like that. You was doing something with the insurance, life insurance or something like that, and it didn't pan out because of this. It's in the reverse, so it didn't pan out. But whatever you're hiding, you try to bury. You try to bury that, pretty much. You try to bury, and now you feel trapped because the situation that you're in involves a third party, a toxic third party, and it involves family. Now, the family is in the reverse, meaning that you either don't want to deal with, you don't want to deal with her family or his family. Take it as it resonates. You don't want to deal with the situation anymore. You don't want to deal with that, but you feel trapped because of this insurance situation. Something that y'all, when I say y'all, I mean you in that situation, that dynamic, those people that you're currently with, that you cannot leave because of this insurance fraud or whatever the case may be. Yeah, gift. You try to bribe somebody or they try to bribe you. I feel like it backfired. Fire in the reverse. Like it backfired. Something like that. That backfired. Either you try to bribe someone or they try to bribe you. One or the other. To keep quiet, keep hush, keep silent. I'm going to get the other deck. They're telling me somebody is yeah, see, fraud. Like I said, insurance fraud. That came out. The insurance fraud. I'm going to, and then do you have surveillance? Somebody's watching you, or somebody's watching you, or they're watching this group that did the insurance fraud. Yeah. Assassination. There's a wedding. Oh, there's a marriage or a wedding. Oof. Okay. So someone tried to, I'm not getting assassination. What I'm getting is they try to assassinate your character. Someone tried to this past person tried to assassinate your character. Tried to basically talk shit, say that, maybe you're crazy or whatever. I don't get like it was murder, like something like that, but the wedding is in the reverse. Marriage is in the reverse, meaning this marriage is like done. It's over. You want to get out of it. The devil in the upright, meaning that this is all orchestrated by the monkey on your back, basically. This was all malicious. This was all like very orchestrated by the bad. I got this reading before. Landfall meaning is in the reverse. Landfall meaning is something is coming from under. Basically something is what's hidden, because you got buried here, like buried and hidden. What's hidden is coming to light. That's gonna come to light. It don't matter. That's coming to light, basically. Landfall, like the city dump. It's in the reverse, meaning that's coming out. Okay. I think I got this reading before. Imprisonment. We got trapped. You're trapped in a situation. We got trapped. You feel trapped in a situation that you really want to get out of, but you feel imprisoned. in that situation. You feel like you're imprisoned. Trap came out in the reverse, meaning you're not trapped in a situation, but you feel like you're imprisoned. I feel like somebody bribed you, try to bribe you, and you're like, I'm not going for this. I'm done with this. I'm done, because the marriage card is in the reverse. And you feel like you're done with it, and you feel like you were trapped at one point, but now you're not trapped. So it feels like you walked away from the relationship. Abuse and neglect. That's also, you could have been abused and neglected in this relationship. Affair. This is coming out in the reverse. You no longer want to affiliate yourself, into this, or have that affair with that person, or be in that same affair with that person. I don't feel like it's like being with someone else. I feel like you don't want nothing to do with this affair. You know what I mean? With this situation. That's what I'm getting out of this. A couple. I feel like these are parents, because family came out as well. Wow. This is crazy. Family came out as well. And it feels like this situation happened with family. This was like a family affair. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. A family affair. And I don't think it's this person's family. I think it's the partner's family. That is going on. You know this person because it's your ex. This person is your ex. And if you're seeing this, you've walked away from this. And you knew that they were having an affair and they were doing things behind your back. But he or she got themselves in a big pickle of a bucket, okay? Like, they really got themselves into something. And it was like family, a couple, like, when I get couple, I get like an older couple, a couple that meddled into the affair and also was doing this. Crazy. It says healing. Wow. Okay. So let's get more on the situation. Let me take this deck out and start doing this deck. This is not the first time I get this reading. Something is coming to light. The only thing that in the last one, this partner was in the situation still. Maybe this partner now, your ex-partner, it seems like an ex of yours, got themselves out of the situation, because trap came out in the reverse. So they're not trapped like in the situation, but they feel imprisoned because of the situation. You know what I mean? So they're not in the situation. They're not with the person, because marriage came out in the reverse. And they're not with the situation. They're not. They do have a family with this person, or it's your ex's family that is like into this affair. Crazy. Let's get it. Well, it said third wheel, toxic ties, and family feud came out in the reverse. So this person is no longer, in this family feud dynamic type situation. So he got, like I said, he got himself out of it. But mentally, he's imprisoned. He or she is imprisoned mentally, because they know what happened. They know of a situation that happened, an accident that happened. And they're somewhat knowing the situation. Either they're in it they know about the situation, and or they were in the situation. Because it feels like couple and yeah, drama queen. You don't want to continue with the drama. With the drama queens in the reverse. You're no longer want to entertain this queen. So you're basically, you know, like, this is drama. This is like all drama or whatever the case may be. I don't want to entertain her or this situation. I'm done. Yeah, so you got yourself out of it. Spilling the tea is in the reverse. It says gossip is currency, and someone just cashed in. When the tea's this hot, you better believe it's being passed around. So it's in the reverse. So for right now, this tea is like still brewing. Still brewing, basically. Still brewing. Still like going around. It's still in the tight circle. It hasn't left yet. So either your person is keeping the secret tight and not revealing. But we had hidden in the reverse, meaning there's some things that are coming to light. But I believe it's coming to light because the baby came out in the reverse. And it feels like the baby came out in the reverse. And it feels like there's secrets between them, like betrayal. There's secrets, because I have a card over this betrayal and it's like irking the hell out of me right now because it's like poking at me. It says unsent text. Someone was sending you texts and they just erased them, like they were trying to communicate with you, your ex probably. It says making peace. This person's not making peace right now. He can't. This situation does not let him make peace. This is trying to, this says at the end is like a war zone to neutralize ground. So this is still in a hot zone. We got fire, so that's why this is still like hot zone. So basically this is in the reverse as well. It hasn't gone up in flames yet, the situation, but it's going to. I feel like it's going to soon. Yeah. Shady deals. Like I said, they tried to do this insurance fraud. An accident occurred. Something occurred. An accident occurred that they tried to do this insurance fraud. But something that was hidden has came to light, but it came to light maybe in the inner circle. Maybe your past person found out. It came to light with him, and that's why he walked away. It came to light with him or her. Make it fit. This situation, this insurance fraud, and this car accident, or whatever the case may be. Maybe somebody passed in the accident. Who knows? It came to light to your person, to the male or the female that's involved with these people. It came to light to that person. That person literally got the whole gist of the situation, got the basically the 411, got the 411 on all this, and he was like, oh, or she was like, oh, I gotta get out of this, like I gotta go. You know what I mean? This person, you know them because it's your ex, or it could be a family member, it could be a friend, but this person, you know, or this is the person I'm talking to, you found out about this situation. Not you per se, but if you're the collective, you don't know about the situation, but you're, you know, a significant other person that you know is in this situation. Like, they're not trapped in the situation. I believe that they walked away, but they know, and they try to bribe him. Try to bribe him or her. I'm saying him a lot. I don't know why, but try to bribe this person And it was all shady business. Like, it was all like blood money, because you can see how the blood is on there. Making peace is in the reverse, meaning they're not making peace with this. They're not saying anything, and either is your person not saying nothing at all either, because, you know, the person you're familiar with in this situation. Party scene. I don't know. I get that someone is like partying and stuff like that to forget about this or move on from this or get away from this. What's this party scene? Who's partying? Who's doing the partying? Clean slate. Okay. So I believe your past person, this person in the past that you know, again, it's like I said, it can be an ex, it can be a friend, it can be a family member, is trying to clean the slate. Okay. So they used to be in the party scene. They used to be like partying out there, going crazy or whatever the case may be. You know, even they were in the relationship, they still were doing chaos, right? Partying and going hard. But now they want clean slate. This person, wow. So it's a male, because it's a male on that. It's a male on that picture there. Status symbol, meaning they basically was chasing the status quo. You know what I mean? Like, and dirty laundry. Dirty laundry came in the reverse, meaning that it's going to air out. This person, the past person that you know, this person is dirty laundry is going to air out pretty soon. You know, it's in the reverse, but that's all coming to light. It's so crazy. I feel like a bunch of betrayal is a bunch of betrayals. It's a bunch of lies, intimidation. Like, I feel like confusion. Yeah, backstabbed. This person was, like I said, betrayed. And we got, yeah, burning bridges came out. Yeah. Yeah, burning bridges. It came out when I did the betrayed. Yeah, burning bridges. This person's trying to burn bridges. A pregnancy test came out false, or it was false. It was a false pregnancy because the child card came out in reverse. So maybe this person was like, the current partner that he was with or she was with, he was with. So now we know it's a male that we're talking about, because the pregnancy came out in the reverse. And it's an only invite. Invite only. It says basically you've been kept out. You've been kept out of this loop. You've been kept out of that dynamic, of that situation. Inner turmoil. This person is really like having inner turmoil with themselves. Real receipts. They have the evidence. They have the real receipts of the situation. And now they're living and they're learning a lesson. Yep. We got doing, drugs in the reverse. What else? I have heal in the upright, but it's like They're trying to heal. They're trying to get themselves out of this situation. They're trying to, you know, do the best they can with what they got. Insecure is in the reverse. They're not insecure about the situation. They're not insecure about doing what they have to do. They know they have to. They're not insecure about their decision. So we have, I don't want to hear it in the reverse. It feels like you, the person that I'm reading this for, or your ex. It feels like you don't want to hear none of that. Evil, envy. Envy's in the reverse. Fighting for what I love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. Is in the reverse, meaning bad choices in the reverse. So basically, this person, I feel like collective, you are not insecure. You don't want to hear none of that. This person is not envy of you. He or she does admire you. They don't want to fight. They don't want to come in fighting. They don't want to come in arguing. They don't want to fight or anything like that. They don't want to make a bad choice anymore. Because bad choice is in the reverse. They don't want to make a bad choice. They don't want to make a bad choice. They want to do the right thing. I don't want to hear no more. Police came. Yeah. Police came in the reverse, meaning there's in the reverse, meaning that I had surveillance. Surveillance did come out. The police are not involved right now, but they are being watched. So I don't know if, wow. Fulfilling a fantasy. They don't want to fulfill their fantasies anymore. They don't want to indulge in this anymore. They really are like done. I feel like they like trying to turn a new leaf. They're trying to do, yeah, tired of drama. It's in the reverse. And what I felt is sideways, meaning like this. I felt sideways because they're in the drama still. They're still in the drama, but they are tired of the drama. They're tired of the drama, but they're still in it because of this situation. Do you understand? This situation is like really bad, you know? This situation is bad. This situation is, and again, your ancestors are covering you. You're not invited to that. Invitation only? No. That's for them. That's invitation only is for them. Your ancestors and angels are covering you. They don't want you in that situation. They got you. What else? But you, chosen, my chosen soul, You don't want to hear it. You're secure now. You are healing. You are not. You're gently withdrawing, because I have a card here. Gentle withdrawal. Yeah. You have clarity, you have protection, you have solitude, and that's what that card is. And that's why invitation only. Yep. Yep. So they promiscuous came out in the reverse. They no longer want to be that way. They don't want to be with 3rd and 4 and 5 and 6 parties. Caught is in the reverse. With the caught and the undercover evidence and all that stuff, you don't know about their side. You really don't know about their side. I feel like there's another one in the reverse in here. It feels like you don't know about that side of them. Yeah. It feels like you don't know about that side of them. You really don't. You don't know. You never caught them. Sexual protection. I feel like that's in the reverse as well. There's a lot of reversals. You have to be careful with this person. Confirmation burp. Yeah. You have to be careful with this person. This person, they were really like lost at one point. I don't know if they're healing. I gotta check. It seems like they're not trapped in this situation. Like they left the situation, but in their head, they're trapped. Game over in the reverse. They don't want it to be over with you. They don't want it to be over. They don't want game over. It's in the reverse. They don't want game over with you. They want to continue fighting for you. Remember, the fighting card came out in the reverse because they don't want to fight with you. They don't want to come and argue. They don't want to do none of that. They want to come in and they don't want drama with you. They don't. They don't want drama with you. They don't want the back and forth. They don't want to argue with you. But they're not coming in with full secrets because I have hidden cards in here. I'm going to pull out the other card as well. Let me see what's in the bottom of this one. They're telling me cautious. And they're telling me to put it in the reverse. Be cautious with this person. Okay. I'm going to see how they are. I'll see how they are. How is this person feeling? How is this masculine feeling? Or crying over you, it's complicated. It came out in the reverse. Crying over you, crying over situations, emotional investment and rejection. It came out in the reverse. Thought it was a vibe. So they're not crying over this third party, this other person. They're not. They're not crying over that. And they thought it was a good thing. They thought it was a good vibe with that person. Trying not to lose it. They're trying to keep the composure. They're trying to they're trying to keep their composure. They're trying to get their shit together. They're trying. Um, Pretending to like people, masking, people pleasing, exhaustion. This came out in the happy reverse. I mean, the happy upright. They're people pleasing still. Their energy is not even there. I still believe that they're still like a Casanova. You know what I mean? I get that energy. You're healing. You're healing. You're not insecure anymore. You don't want to hear none of that nonsense. They don't want it to be game over, but you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. I know what I feel, and I know this connection is over. Mayday list, ignored the list. Guilty, avoidance, and shutdown. That's in the reverse. They're trying, but I don't feel like they're doing it. They're doing a 100%. Okay? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like they are. I feel like they're ignoring everything else. Like they're trying to get their money up. They're trying to get their financials up because greedy came out in the reverse. And I think that they're just trying to get their money up, trying to get their stability up, but not their healing work. Anything else? Your soul left the meeting. It's in the reverse. Meaning that you haven't left them. You haven't left them. They still think of you. They still feel like you're still there. Sometimes at times they feel you. You haven't left them. Basically, your energy, they still feel your energy from time to time. Saying, reading old text like a novel. Clinging in a session. It's in the reverse. They're trying not to. They're really trying to not obsess with you. But at times they still feel you. You understand? They don't want to keep on obsessing. And the reverse again, ghost again. Rejection, silence, confusion. They know why you ghost them. They know why you are not entertaining it. They know it. They know it. They know it. So, it's in the reverse. Meaning that they have texted you and you haven't replied. They have, like, reached out and you never replied. Like, you're leaving them on, like, red. And you're not doing it on purpose. I don't think you're doing it on purpose. I don't find like you're doing it on purpose. I feel like you're, like, literally doing that because you're tired. You're not up for the games. Laughing through the pain. Humor shields the... Humor as shield. Disguise. So, yeah, they're shielding... They're open to third eye, saw email, digital influence, interference, inner conflict. So they're having inner conflict with themselves. They're basically trying to like find inner peace. They're trying to heal, they're trying to do it, but I feel like this person has a lot of distractions because this came out. Dooms scrolling at 3 a.m. Insomnia, internet spiral, anxious thoughts. It came out in the reverse, but answers are telling me put it in the upright because that's what this person is doing. It's literally staying up. I mean, like, they're like scrolling, looking at your things. Even though the novel thing came out in the reverse, like scrolling and scrolling your texts, your old stuff, your old pictures and stuff like that. I feel like they still do that. Not all the time. They try to break free from that, but so tears, what tears? Denial, emotional leak, and pretending. Pretense, sorry, pretense. Let's get one from the true deck, the true intentions, and get a couple. Let's get a couple. Shall we? Everything's going slow and everything. All right. Check in. I want to catch up, make sure you're doing well, and see where we stand. So they're not coming in confessing. If the confession card comes out, then you know. But they're just, like I said, I don't feel like they're coming in to talk serious. I feel like they're just coming in to see where you stand with them, see how you feel with them, see if you're dating, see how your whole aura is with them. See if you can catch on to some shit. You know what I mean? That's what they're talking about. Like, that's how they're coming in. Reconnecting. Knowing it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. So that's in the upright. So both of these are in the upright. They are coming in, but again, they're not coming in with full confessions. They want to dip their feet in the water to see how the temperature is. That's what they want to do. Okay. Growth, distraction. I will interfere with your goals and waste your time and energy. It came out in the reverse. Something's telling me to read your intuition. You know what I mean? Like, whatever your intuition tells you about this situation, because it can be either or. If you reject them, they're going to distract you. Okay? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that for some reason my ancestors saying put it in the upright, because when he or she rejects this person, definitely is going to be disturbing. But if you don't, they're not trying to come disturbing, but their life is in shambles. Growth. They haven't done the growth. I will integrate a spark inside you, inspiring greater depth and expansion. That was in the reverse. So even though they're not coming to distract, they're still not coming in right. They're not coming in with the whole of, you know, doing the right thing, they're not aligned with you. They're not going to be aligned with you, okay? You see the drama they're coming into them. They're still hurting. So the bottom of the deck is journey. Adventures awaits. A physical or emotional expanding experiences ahead. So for you, this is for you, chosen. Future. Our paths are destined to align through the purpose may through no, though the purpose may still be unclear. So basically, unfriendly. Keep your guard up. We aren't friends, and I may have a uh, hostile attention. So, yeah, collaboration is in the reverse. We are aligned in our prospers purpose. Sorry, we are aligned in our purpose. Let's combine forces and help each other succeed. Is in the reverse. So this person does not want to not want to grow up. Does not want to change. This person is not going to change. He got a lot of chaos. He or she, put it where it fits. Because it can be a female and male. This is a general reading. This is an open general reading. I'm seeing also, it says, listen to your body and do what it is asking of you. Let's see. It says, let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones you're scared of. That scares you. Sorry. It says, clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. It says, you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. So this is for you, collective. You know, it depends on you. This reading is for you to hear the drama that this person's in, but it depends on you what you want to do. In reality, at the end of the day, you're the one that needs to decide. Everyone else is irrelevant. This is a general reading for him or her, whoever is your past person. This is the outcome and this is what they're going through. I do see, you know, investigations, police involved. Is a mess. Is a mess. Is a betrayals. Is deception. Is lies. Is secrets. And your ancestors are keeping you away from all of that. Invitation only. Meaning your ancestors are really keeping you behind the scenes. Yeah. Yeah, they're really keeping you behind the scenes. They don't want you involved into that. The real action isn't happening in public, behind the scenes. The inner circle's already been chosen. So whatever's happening in this dynamic has nothing to do with you, chosen one. So you definitely need to, yeah. Yeah, he's interfering. He's fearing changes. He's immature. He's immature. He's fearing changes. You just need to avoid this person for right now. You understand? Go through your journey. Continue your journey. Don't look back. What's meant for you will always come back, okay? If that person's meant for you, it'll come back healed. It'll come back ready. It'll come back ready for you. Continue your journey, chosen. Love you so much. Have a beautiful night. I had to get this out for whoever needs it. And peace, love, and light. Bye.